Welcome back to Bulgaria and welcome back to Bdin Vidin in our Football Manager 24 Build a Nation save.
Hello guys, welcome back to another episode of our epic quest to get Bulgaria to the top of the coefficient table. We are back for a new season. Now, a slight change up this season. We've actually skipped quite far ahead, to be honest. We're up past the league phase of the Champions League. I decided to do things a little bit differently this season. We do have some catching up to do in terms of what's happened with the league. There has been a lot of games. Now, just quickly, just ignore the date in the top corner. I've recorded this bit after the next part of the video, if that makes sense. It's just the way that my schedule was. So ignore the date in the top corner in game. It's false. We're actually further ahead than the next part that you're going to see in this video. But we do, like I say, have some catching up to do. So I think we'll start off with the transfers. Right guys, into the transfers then. And we've spent a total of £58 million this season. But we have brought in 116, and I think you know who the big one is. You can probably see him over here, and it is Milad Zahouri. He has gone to Real Madrid for 91 million, rising to 104 million, depending on appearances and stuff like that. But you can see that he is playing for Real Madrid. Excellent player, and bear in mind that we paid 4.3 million for him. We've sold him for 104. We've made 100 million pounds profit on him. So that's obviously the big one out. In terms of the in, we bring back Pau Munoz. His stint at Atletico Madrid didn't work out. We did make 8.25 million on him, and we've got him back on a free. He's not as good as I thought he was ever going to be initially when I signed him, so he has gone out on loan to Lokomotiv Sofia. He can become a good loan farm player for us. Next in, we have a young Brazilian by the name of Tulio, signed for £170,000 from Fluminense. Got some potential. Hopefully he can hit it. Jaden Tabaka is brought in again as a high potential player for the future. £10 million from Anderlecht though. Players from Belgian clubs do cost a lot of money. But again, if he can hit some of that potential, it'd be fantastic. Gonzalo Medina, the young Uruguayan, comes in for 5.5 million from Nacional. Hopefully he can hit some of that potential, because he's got loads and loads of potential, and he can become the long-term successor to Nenad Subic on that left-hand side. We've also got Araujo out there as well. But Gonzalo Medina, if he can hit some of this potential, he can be an absolutely beast of a player. 18 years old as well. Fairly cheap, you know, so looking forward to seeing what he can become. Another former player comes back in, Enzo Avila. Very, very good centre-half. Maybe not quite Champions League winning level good, but he's certainly good enough for us in the league. We initially sold him on to Porto for 7.5 million. We have had to spend a little bit of money to bring him back in, but I was very, very short of centre-half options as per usual. And Enzo popped up. He has made decent amount of appearances so far since coming back. Still only 22 as well, which is good. A little bit of a mistake, this one. When you look at him, when you think back on it, he has got loads of potential, and he is only 17 years old. We paid £5.5 million for him from Lazio. It's kind of when I'm experimenting with formations, and I'm looking to bring those left wingers in. The two inside forwards in, and Veneri popped up. He does have loads of potential. Hopefully he can hit that, and if we do go back to that sort of system, then he'll hopefully be ready for it. And that is, again, the same sort of situation here with Evaldo. Comes in on a free transfer from Fluminense again. Has gone out on loan to Cherno Morvana, but again, he's got loads and loads of potential that he could hopefully hit. Another young man, 16-year-old, comes in from Ajax for 1.5 million in Konstantin Eckert. Again, bags and bags of potential, as that right back can become a wing back if needs be. That's what we've got in training on. Again, hopefully he can hit some of that potential. And pretty much the rest of them guys are young men. The only noticeable one here is Rafael Azanis. We've paid £11 million for him from PAOK. Good goalkeeper, and he's got tons of potential. Hopefully he can hit that potential and become a fantastic goalkeeper for us, and maybe a replacement for Mashas if we decide to move Mashas on at any point. So that's pretty much the transfers. There's no real big outs. The other possible one is Marcus Vinicius. We've moved him on to Al Ittihad. He's on £475,000 a week, and he was unhappy about the fact that we didn't want to sell him. He's fickle as well. So we've moved him on. Yes, we've made a loss on him, but, you know, I'd rather have a happy team. Do you know what I mean? In terms of the rest of them, Marimbio's also gone. He's gone to Bayern Munich. Another situation where he was unhappy because I wouldn't accept the bids. So I got as much as I could for him, and it's 14.25 rising to 20.5. So, you know, we've made a decent profit on him. Did leave us a little bit short in terms of striking options, though. But you know, we've done all right. We've got the youngsters coming through who are hopefully going to train up and get them firing. So that's the transfers, guys. Right, guys, we will have a very, very quick look at what's happened domestically since you were last with us. We're not going to go into each individual game, but we did open up with the Super Cup against Levski Sofia. Unfortunately, it was a 1-0 defeat. We then took on Levski again in the league and got a draw with them. Absolutely thumped Spartak Varna 8-1, which was absolutely fantastic. Nick Kaufman picking up a hat-trick for us. For whatever reason, CSKA 1948, the defending Conference League champions, did not want Nick Kaufman back on loan. So he's here, he's making appearances for us and scoring goals, which is fantastic. Lokomotiv Plovdiv were next, 4-1 victory in that one. Lima, Fernando Baron with a double, and Elias with the goals, and dropped points against Belasica, which was not great. But a little winning streak after that, 3-1 over Lokomotiv Sofia, 3-1 over CSKA Sofia, 2-0 over Chernomor Varna, 2-0 over Botev Plovdiv. A nice variety of goal scorers in that one. 1-1 draw with Slavia Sofia, though, was a little bit of a kick in the teeth. Fernando Baron with the goal in that one. And then, again, a nice little winning streak. 1-0 over Ita. Botev Raka 2-0. CSK 1948 2-0. That was a tough game against CSK 1948. Ludogorets 1-0, 95th minute winner from Arujo. Spartak Varna, again, the left wing backs getting the goals in this one. Nenad Subic. 3-0 over Septembri Sofia. Marimbio and Baron added to the own goal scored by Diaz. 2-2 with Barreau, again dropped points. And in the cup, we're doing quite well as well. We are through so far in the cup. Victory over Levski Sofia and Lokomotiv Plovdiv and Lokomotiv Sofia. Again, a nice variety of goal scorers. But then back into the league after the cup second round, it was dropped points again against CSK Sofia. So we're at this stage of the season, we're currently sat top of the table. Like I said in the intro, though, we are a little bit further ahead of the actual live com in game. Just the way that I've recorded things, it's a little bit of a mistake on my part, to be honest. But it's the way it is. So yeah, right. Let's have a look at some Champions League highlights. Right, guys, Champions League wise, opening day, nice, comfortable 2-0 win over FC Copenhagen. It was Lima and an own goal from Nielsen to get us underway in this one. Couldn't continue that in the next game, though. A disappointing defeat away to Manchester City. It is Manchester City, and it took them to the 84th minute to break us down with a 1-0 win away from home. I think it's an absolutely fantastic result, to be honest. Unfortunately, next time out was another defeat, this time at home to Atletico Madrid. And it was starting to look a little bit shaky in terms of qualifying for the Champions League. 2 defeats from 3. But then we really kicked in. And next time out against CFR Cluj, a nice 3-1 win. Marimbio, Baron and Diogo Costa getting on the score sheet. Costa is another one of my young Uruguayan talents, developing quite nicely. Still got loads and loads of potential. 22 years old. So, you know, hopefully he can keep that going. And we continued that little turnaround in form that we've had there with an away victory in Portugal, which is obviously fantastic. We were 2-0 up before Porto got their 89th minute penalty. Timo Mas with a rare appearance in Bdin colours. He's not made too many of them, spends a lot of time out on loan. In fact, he's gone back out on loan since that game happened. He does quite well while he's out on loan. I don't know why Levski didn't ask for him back. 72 appearances for them, and he did play, you know, reasonably well for them. So it's a little bit unfortunate that he hasn't gone back there, to be honest. Next up, Liverpool came to Bulgaria, and it was a nice, I say comfortable, it was a 1-0 victory over Liverpool. Baron with the only goal of the game. And we came back after our little winter break, and we were against our parent club. Of course, we kind of forget that we've got 2 French parent clubs these days because we don't use them for anything. But a 2-2 draw. Marimbio with both of the goals from a Bdin point of view. Kaufman was sent off in the 93rd minute. It's a little bit disappointing to drop the points against Rennes. I think we're actually a better team than Rennes. Man City picking up an 11-0 win in this round against CFR Cluj. Man United 7-0 as well, so big wins there for those 2 clubs. And we finished off with an away trip to Germany against RB Leipzig, and we picked up a 3-2 victory. Marimbio with the double, a 92nd minute winner. Baron with the other one. Top and Martel with goals for Leipzig. So that was the final group stage game, guys. And if we have a quick look of what happened in the group, then we actually finished in 8th place with 16 points, which is huge, absolutely huge. There's no German teams ahead of us, there's no Portuguese teams ahead of us, there's no Turkish teams ahead of us. They have qualified for the knockout though, a couple of them. We've got Bayern Munich in there, we've got Schalke in there. There's also Galatasaray, Benfica, as you'd expect, but Porto miss out, which is huge. RB Leipzig miss out, which again is absolutely huge for us. But we've gone straight to the round of 16 for today, guys. Right, guys, now that we're caught up on what seems to be a lot because of the way we've done things this season, we do have the Champions League round of 16 to get into. Of course, we did, as we've already been through, we qualified from the league phase quite comfortably. In the end, it's quite a shock to me, to be honest. Surprising that we've got this far with the squad that we have got, and obviously losing the players that we have lost, and the fact that we're playing a lot of kids in the team this year. But let's get into the round of 16 draw. Hopefully we don't get anybody with the potential to knock us out. We've been knocked out at the round of 16 for the last 5 years in a row. We need to get past it. So let's go and get into the draw, which this year is taken by Luka Modric. So let's speed it up. Because we've gone straight into the round of 16, we are a seeded team. So there is some big names that we could potentially get. The first out of the hat is Benfica. They are going to be drawn at home to Milan in the first leg. AC Milan. Next out is Napoli. The Italians are drawn at home to Sevilla. Right, next. We have some big names still. Man United. No. Please no. Please no. 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 Oh my god. We've got Man United again. Oh, they've knocked us out so many times. We have beaten them in our most recent game, though, of course, in the World Club Championship final. Man United again. Defending champions as well, by the way. Man United. That sucks. That sucks. Defending champions. Man United. It is what it is. We've got to do our best, haven't we, guys? We have got to do our best. Now, it is after the Slavia Sofia game, so I'm going to come back after that game, and hopefully we can get the result against Manchester United this time. Right, guys, welcome back. Just quickly, we did beat Slavia Sofia quite comfortably, 3-1. Stoyan Orachev with a hat-trick in this game. Now, we'll meet Stoyan in a minute properly, but we do have to get into the first Man United game. And first thing you may notice is that there's just a little bit of a tweak to the tactic. We've gone with a attacking midfielder instead of the defensive midfielder. Basically, that's pretty much the only change to it. There's a couple of player instructions, a couple of slightly different instructions and stuff like that. Again, not really something I can take credit for. This is definitely something I've picked up off Sefkin's yellow card, as I did with the tactic before, which we do still have in here. You know, we've got that one there. You can see there's not really much of a difference to it. In terms of the lineup, let's meet some of the players properly. Of course, we did sign Ricardo Machas last season. He's become a very, very good goalkeeper for us. Very, very dependable. Excellent replacement for Adam Papp, who, of course, we did lose throughout the summer on a free transfer. In defence, David Martican continues, still a decent player for us. You know, we do have better defenders, but Martican is going to get in there for today. I do have, obviously, we've met Miljokovic. Unfortunately, he can't play today. He's not registered. I didn't sign him in time, basically, for the registration to go through. In fact, no, I think it's probably a case of he's cup tied or something like that. Unfortunately, he's not registered. He is the new libero that we've signed for the squad. We've met, obviously, Enzo Villa before. He was one of our former players who we sold to Porto for 7.5 million. We've bought him back from Porto. We 7.25 million, which does rise to 12.5. Unfortunately, but he is still a decent defender. Another bit of news that I had in between the draw and now is that the transfer of Zaoui to Real Madrid. I've now received the full amount. He's now made 20 appearances for Real Madrid. Another £13 million in the bank, so that takes his total up to 104 million that we've sold him for. Lima on the right hand side, obviously fantastic player. Lima, surprised he's not been called up to Bulgaria yet, unless he doesn't actually want to be, but he is 130 appearances deep now. He is wanted, of course, by Saudi, the bane of my existence at the minute. Araujo has done very, very well on the left hand side. He's been more than capable of replacing Subic, who kind of misses out at the minute, because we do in fact have another left wing back who we've been relying on quite a lot throughout the league season. That is because this season is about bringing some of the young players through, and that is Gonzalo Medina, the Uruguayan, 18 years old, absolutely fantastic player, arguably up there on a par with Subic, but look at his potential. He's really, really good attribute-wise as this wing-back on attack. Yeah, so we're trying to develop some of these players so that we can better going forward. Ali Marungu continues, of course. If I do get the 100 million, though, he's another one who unfortunately is out the door, but I'll take the 100 million for him. 191 appearances now. Costa is one of the other young Uruguayans that we've got in the squad. 22 years old now, so he really does need to start developing as quickly as he possibly can. But he's still a very, very good midfielder, and that's obviously reflected by the fact that he's played 17 times for us, got a 7.22 average rating. Maybe not performed quite so well in the Champions League. Campaiore, who is naturally an attacking midfielder, can now move into that attacking midfielder role as a trequartista. His attributes are phenomenal for that role. Really, you know, lots of blues, which I think I've got 17 and above set as the blues. In fact, yes, I have. So he's, you know, composure, decisions, off the ball, vision, technique, passing, first touch, absolutely outstanding for the Burkinabe player. Brilliant, again, wanted. PSG, he wanted to go to PSG, and I said no. Up top is Beron, who he's okay. He is okay. I know I've raved about him in the past, about him being world class and the likes, but this fickle and big matches, it doesn't perform a lot of the time. He does have the attributes to play as that trequartista up top, with the vision again, off the ball, finishing, all been really, really good. But whether he's actually up to scratch or not, in terms of his mentality, is a different thing. And then we do have Stoyan Orichev, who is still only 16 years old. Now, he was a youth intake from last season. And obviously, with the departures of Marambio and Marcus Vinicius, we have to find somebody else to fill that hole. And at 16 years old, with that much potential to fill, I'm hoping that Stoyan is going to be the man. Yes, he has got some work to do on some of his attributes, but he is already an FBet League standard player. He's got 5 goals in 6 appearances for us so far. So we're giving him the run in the team. Anyway, that is the lineup for today. We desperately need to beat Man United. We need to get past this round of 16. We need to break our Man United curse. Of course, we did in the World Club Championship final, but you know, that's a bit of a... It's not the Champions League, is it? So we're hoping we can do it today. Right, so they come out onto the pitch then for this first leg at Old Trafford. One good bit of news is that Garnacho's injured. Now that could be the difference. I'm hoping so anyway. Anyway, let's get the game underway. Hopefully, as I said, we can do the business. At least keep it tight at Old Trafford. Give us something to go back to Bulgaria with. But it's Jara. Now Gleeson. Gleeson comes inside to Martinez, forced back towards Ayling, and now it's Igor with plenty of space to run into. Checks back, finds Martinez. Gleason with the shooting opportunity. No, Jarrett, Morello. It's took 6 minutes, guys. Oh my God, I'm sick of the sight of Man United. I am sick of the sight of Man United. Yeah, it's a good goal, but there's just no pressure on it. Look at Ali Marungu. This is why I'm not, you know, I'll take the money for him if somebody offers it. You may notice I've got the match sounds on today. I thought, you know, why not? Why not? Rather than just listening to me rambling all the time, let's have a bit of ambience to go possibly with the music. I'll possibly turn the music down during the match engine side of things. But we've got the sounds on. Hopefully it's a little bit of ambience. Let's encourage the boys a little bit. Like I say, we want to keep it tight here at Old Trafford. But Man United, of course, are a fantastic team. Defending champions. Knocked us out a couple of times now. And they're on the attack again. It's João Veloso inside the penalty area. And he gets his shot in. And Machas, who is normally outstanding with those sort of situations, has conceded another one. And it's 2-0 before half-time. Right. Orochev hasn't quite got the pace, but the ball does fall to Baron. Comes out wide to the right-hand side and Limes. Baron again, knocking forward towards Campeore. He's got to score. Campeore has absolutely got to score that. We do have the corner, which is going to be taken by Orochev. Stoyan Orochev, the 16-year-old, comes short to Campeore, who's fouled by Kosu. And we do get the free kick in a slightly more dangerous position than the corner, which Orochev goes deep this time towards Martican at the back post, heads it back across, and Vargas hit the crossbar. And it's hoof clear, it's offside anyway, it wouldn't have counted. Would not have counted. And we get the highlight straight from that free kick, which Rojas in goal for Manchester United is going to take. Finds Martinez. Poor pass out low, and Araujo's onto it. Orochev towards Baron. It's saved by Rojas. Come on, Bdin. Baron with the corner. Short again to Campeore. Gives it to Orochev. It's cleared by Eagle though. Only as far as Ali Marungu. Nothing actually going to come from it. And as we approach half time, it's been quite an even first half. If you have a look at the match stats, guys, it's been semi-even. We've had the clear-cut chances. We've just conceded two goals really. Let's try and get some back. We did it last year against Milan, so hopefully we can do it again this year. But it is Man United starting half strongly again. Araujo with a good tackle though. João Veloso to Iga to Morello on this right hand side. Araujo has fouled him this time, surely. No, but he's down injured. Martinez. Yaukin. Tackled by Martican. No. Not a chance, ref. I hate Man United. I hate Man United. João Veloso with the penalty. Machas saves it. Get in. Keeps it to 2. Keeps it to 2. We're still in this, boys. Bosic with the corner. Goes short to Morello. Morello across. Cleared by Araujo. Only as far as João Veloso. Turns his man. Looks for Morello towards Machas. Get in. Come on, Machas. Rolls it out to Martican straight away. That is the end of the highlight though, guys. We are still in this tie. Now it's Araujo with the throw-in. Finds Orochev to Villa. Returning to Bulgaria. Machas. Martican. Costa gives the ball away. It's a poor pass by Costa. And now Bosic coming forward down the left-hand side. Skips past his man inside the area. He pulls it back for Gleason. It's Machas again with another fantastic save. He's keeping us in it at the minute. Is the Portuguese goalkeeper. Morello with the corner. Towards that near post. It's cleared by Enzo Villa. And as far as Bosic, Martinez back out wide to the right hand side of Morello. And thankfully that is the end of the highlight. Right, we've just made a quick change. We've brought another one of our youth prospects on, and that is Tulio, the Brazilian. We've brought him on for Baron, who's not performing. We do have a throw in deep inside Manchester United territory though, which Ali Marungu takes. We've got Martican on the ball now, and now it's Villa to Araujo inside the area. Goes for the shot on his right foot. It's wide of the post. But encouraging signs from Bdin. We'll just have a quick look at Tulio. Like I say, he is a 21-year-old Brazilian. We signed him for £170,000 from Fluminense. So I think that's Fluminense. Decent player. Does still have some potential to hit. Hopefully he can do it pretty soon. He's only considered to be a good Vitória Liga player, however. But we've got him on as the advanced forward, which you can see he's semi-capable of. We've also changed Oruchev's role to a deep line forward instead of that Trequartista, because if you have a look, he's considered to be an intelligent deep line forward. So we've done that for the remainder of the game. Hopefully we can at least get one goal to take back to Bulgaria with us. Arujo's played particularly poorly in this one on the left-hand side, down to a 6.2. It's a bit late to make any changes though. Costa, Arujo not being fantastic, and Barger in the middle as well has been pretty poor, and it's a disappointing defeat at Old Trafford, but it could have been worse. I think we've got a real chance in Bulgaria of turning that around. Right guys, welcome back to the second leg today against Manchester United. We have taken on Itar in between, a comfortable 2-0 away victory. We're going to try something different for today. We're going to try and just sort of keep Man United out in the first half and try and sucker punch them in the second half by switching to a much more attacking formation at half time. We are just going route one for the first half though, a nice comfortable 4-4-2. With Mashas, Lima, Martican, Villa, Subic, Kaufman, Alimarungu, Compaore and Arujo, and then Baron and Tulio as the two up top. Right, big game for certainly from a Bdin point of view. Man United probably think it's just standard routine victory for them, but of course we are the defending world champions, so we've got every chance of getting something from this game. Let's hope we can do it. It's Ali Marunga with his throw in early on the right hand side, takes the big run up and then throws it really short to Tulio. Marungu, Martican, Tulio inside the area, pulls it across, it's deflected all over the place, not into the net though. Kaufman with the other effort, gone behind for a corner to Bdin. Good early spell here from Bdin. It's going to be Baron to take the corner. Gives it short to Kaufman, gets it back, ball into the box. It's easy for Rojas though. And that's probably the last we'll see of Bdin in this half. Because I'm that confident in us, guys. I'm that confident in us. And obviously here come Man United. It's Dewey down this left-hand side. Gives the ball back to Ahmed. Now Jara with some space. Forces the save from Mashas. Gone behind for a corner to Manchester United. Which is going to be taken by Lucas. Okay then. Okay, that's a thing that happened. Man United starting to grow into the game. They are obviously on top. We're playing Route 1 football, which is not something we're suited to. We've got Baron playing as a target forward, and he's definitely not a target forward. We just want to survive till half time. Like I said, we're going to try and sucker punch them in the second half. But we're doing really well defensively, keeping Man United out here. Although here they come, it's Dewey. On this left-hand side, Ali Marungu goes with him. Gives the ball inside to Ado. Now Mikalo with the effort. It's woeful. Woeful from Mikalo. And that is half-time. It's not been as one-sided as I suspected it would be. But now here comes the... I'm going to tell her I'm not happy first of all. Here comes the switch that we're going to try and go with. Of course, we do have to change some positions. We're going to go with this, except Subic is going to come off for Mbarga. We're also going to change Tulio for Oruchev. So we're going to go back to obviously the formation that we've been using this season. Go more attacking, a bit sucker punchy. Hopefully, and hopefully it confuses Man United and we get something out of the game. Although here are Man United on the ball. It's Jara finding Dewey. Dewey again. Chip towards the back post, and Mikalo has hit the outside of the post. Arujo just needs to get rid of that, and Lucas finds Ado into Dewey. Jara back to Ahmed. And again, Football Manager. What are you playing at today, Football Manager? Jara, left-hand side. It's the switch-up's not working yet, guys. We have pinched that with Lima, though. Now here's Kaufman, feeding Baron. Baron's touch is appalling, but we do manage to retain possession through Lima. Gets the ball into the box towards Oruchev, headed clear by Eiling, though. Now Mikalo, Kaiskorn, Ado. Ado finds Bozic. Tabian Barger with him. Really important header, though, but only as far as Dewey. Now Lima. Martican. Lima again. Who was that to? Dewey. Kaufman with the challenge, important one. Just clears it to Baron. Oruchev looks for Baron again. Baron's in. Fernando Baron. Oh, he's missed. How's he missed that? Right, we've made a couple more changes. We've brought Denzabi on for Lima. We've also brought Costa on for Kaufman. We do have a corner here, which is going to be taken by Orichev. Is he going to go short to Compayore? He is indeed. Compayore gives it back to Orichev. Can we deliver the ball into the box? Or is he going to have a go himself? Orichev. Yes, Stoyan Orichev, the 16-year-old Bulgarian, gets his 7th of the season. And we've got to go back. We've got to go back. We need one more in the last 20 minutes to take the game level. It's a great play from the young Bulgarian. Great finish as well. Rojas had absolutely no chance. Right, one more, guys. One more. Oh, Orichev with the corner again. Compayore. Compayore gets the ball into the box. Man United managed to scramble it clear, though. And here's Jara. Let's not let them counter-attack on us. Martican with a fantastic challenge. Martican now to Compayore inside the area. Goes for goal. It's saved by Rojas. Man United again get it away. And we're knocking on that door, guys. Look at the match stats. We are on top in this game. Oh, final couple of minutes. We need to... I don't know what we need to do. We need to go a bit more direct. We'll play for set pieces. We'll distribute to the player. Yeah, let's just go a bit more direct. We've got a couple of minutes left, guys. Otherwise, it's another round of 16 knockout in the Champions League. I don't think we're going to do it. No, unfortunately not. We gave it our best shot, though, guys. We did get the win on the night, which is obviously that's important, I guess. It's the first time we've beaten Man United in Europe. It's round of 16 again, though. 2-1 in aggregate. We're getting closer. We're getting closer. I wasn't expecting to do well this season, though. Let's be honest, guys. With the youth that I am bringing through and the players that I've lost this season as well. I wasn't expecting to do particularly well. We do desperately need to sort this defence out, though. It's definitely our weak point. Unfortunately, though, guys, I know it's been a short season episode-wise. It was kind of on purpose because I knew that we're in a building phase. Of course, we might still be in the building phase next season as well. I am quite well off financially. I've got 85 million. I've got a 34 million pound transfer budget. But to find anybody who's going to improve our squad, it's costing me more than that, basically. Per player. So that's kind of where I'm getting stuck at the minute, unfortunately, which is why I'm trying to bring some of the youth through. We'll see how things go next season. We will be back to do a quick end of season review, of course, as we always are. Yeah, it's you know, it's desperately disappointing to only get to the round of 16. It's Man United again. That is now the third time they've knocked us out of this round of 16, which is annoying. So that's 6 times now we've made it to the round of 16 and not got any further. I'm doing my best, guys. I am doing my best. Unfortunately, though, we're out again, and we'll be back, like I said, at the end of the season to do an end of season review. Yeah, thanks, guys, for watching. I'm sorry that we can't get past this stage for whatever reason. You know, I'm trying, but I'll see you at the end of the season, guys. Thanks for watching.